Hey guys, hope you're all doing well. Now for today's video, I wanted to go over exactly what happened after the events of Jurassic World. The Jurassic Park timeline is something that's relatively easy to understand and pretty straightforward as far as actual concrete events go in the film canon. However, not all of what happens in between movies is really talked about too often in the general public. So essentially, I'm going to be going over what took place in the series universe just before the events of Fallen Kingdom, how the public responded to the fall of Masrani's amusement park, as well as what happened to the dinosaurs, InGen, and Isla Nublar itself. All of the information that I'm going to be discussing is 100% movie canon and was actually heavily marketed before the release of the 5th film. So if you're wondering where exactly all of this stuff comes from, don't worry, links in the description will be provided down below. Now, after the Indominus Rex destroyed much of the Isla Nublar theme park, Masrani Global would face a litany of lawsuits and court hearings. Ultimately, the tragedy that took place that fateful day in 2015 resulted in the park being shut down and the company abandoning the island. This subsequently resulted in Vic Hoskins' Indoraptor plan being moved to an entirely different facility. Now, in the years following Jurassic World's fall, Claire Dearing and Owen Grady would unfortunately grow apart. Constant arguments about several petty things seemed to get into the way of their own personal viewpoints, so the two of them eventually split up and began living lives separate from one another in different parts of the world. Now, because of the outrageously high fatality count for the incident of 2015, many members of Jurassic World would face serious ramifications. The most notable of which would be what happened to Dr. Henry Wu, who was actually found guilty of bioethical misconduct. Due to his genetic manipulation of the Indominus Rex, most of the circumstances surrounding its escape, as well as the damage it would eventually cause, was blamed on him. After being absent for the congressional hearings surrounding the 2015 incident, he was labeled as someone who blatantly disregards the public's health and well-being for his own personal work, and as such, he was stripped of all of his prior credentials. This is why he's referred to as Mr. Henry Wu in Fallen Kingdom and not Dr. Henry Wu as he was in prior installments. Following these events, the Costa Rican Institute of Volcanology would soon report some rather grim findings. In February of 2017, the Institute stated that a shift in the tectonic plates had resulted in aftershocks throughout the rock bed, which caused a small fissure underneath Isla Nublar to build and heat. Mount Siehda was reclassified as active in September of the same year, after a private helicopter would illegally fly too close to the island, and its passengers cited the several ruptures of magma surrounding the volcano's peak. This was the first time in 500 years that Nublar's volcano would become active again. Not since it was first discovered by Nicolas de Huelva in 1525 had black smoke emitted from the island, but now, Nublar seemed to be living up to its namesake. Masrani Global, the company that bought out InGen and the current owners of Isla Nublar, have firmly decided to do nothing about the volcanic situation, which has unfortunately proven to be quite bad for the dinosaurs. In the years since humans left Cloud Island, both the Metriacanthosaurus and Edmontosaurus have fallen back into extinction, and several other species have been stricken with a great variety of life-threatening diseases. Because of this, Claire Dearing has decided to start what is known as the Dinosaur Protection Group, the non-profit organization that looks to help save the dinosaurs of Isla Nublar by reaching out to American congressmen. Despite their efforts, geologists were predicting that an extinction-level event would kill off the last living dinosaurs on the planet. Further away from the prying eyes of the public, Henry Wu would find solace and new work in a man by the name of Eli Mills. Of course, this would result in Hoskins' dream of creating an animal a fraction of the size of the Indominus Rex a reality. And all of the events that would soon follow could be accurately seen in Jurassic World's sequel, Fallen Kingdom. All of the information that was gathered for this video can be found on the Dinosaur Protection Group's website, which will be linked down in the description below. Personally, I really enjoyed the build-up for Fallen Kingdom and hope what will come for Jurassic World 3 will be just as interesting and full of new expansions on the lore. But what do all of you guys think about this stuff? What is your opinion on what happened in between the 4th and 5th entries in the series, and what do you think the world's reaction will be to the escaped dinosaurs that have been sold off to numerous auction buyers, as well as the invasive species that are currently on the mainland? I'd love to hear all of your thoughts and opinions in the comments down below. Now before I go, I want to thank all of my game wardens, as well as all of my InGen executives. I'd also like to thank all of my park workers and InGen hunters as well. It really means the world to me that all of you guys continue to support what I do, and I seriously am extremely thankful that you even watch these videos. Honestly, it means the world to me. Now I'd like to thank each and every one of you for watching the video, and hope that you all enjoyed today's content. If you feel like I deserve it, I would appreciate the like and hope that you'll consider subscribing if you're interested in hearing from me again. I'll see you all in the next video, guys. And as always, take it easy.